secured McLaren's first Constructors' Championship for 26 years with victory in the season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Norris's fourth win of the season was enough to seal the championship by 14 points, despite Ferrari finishing second and third with Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. More from our F1 commentator, Harry Benjamin.
The longest season ever in Formula One history coming to a close under the lights in Abu Dhabi. There was so much still to be settled ahead of the 58 laps of racing that we got. But in the end, Jolyon Palmer, former Renault Formula One driver, history was made for McLaren. Back on the top step in the Constructors' World Championship. Haven't clinched it in 26 years. They had the momentum, but they still had to have a smooth race to secure it. They didn't have the smoothest of races, but they got across the line with Lando Norris, and that's what counted. The race win gave them the championship win, their first since 1998, an incredible stat, and it looked like it was going to be plain sailing. Norris was on the front row alongside his teammate Oscar Piastri. There was one Ferrari just behind them, but the other Ferrari started from the back row of the grid, Charles Leclerc. But the drama started immediately. Max Verstappen tipped Oscar Piastri into a spin. That meant there was only one McLaren at the front of the race. That was Lando Norris, and if anything happened to him over the next 57 laps, it would have been Ferrari's Constructors' Championship. But Norris held firm, McLaren held firm, and there are scenes of jubilation in the garage. Yeah, it was nail-biting stuff for the entire McLaren team, but finally relief and celebration, and let's hear for the man who actually did win the race as well, Lando Norris.
It feels incredible. Not for myself, but before the whole team. The team have done an amazing job this year to come from where we were at the beginning. I'm so proud of everyone. It's been a lovely journey, and to end the season like this is perfect. So just a congrats and a big thank you to everyone in McLaren, everyone in Papaya, everyone who supported us this year, because it's been a tough one, but for us to win a Constructors after 26 years is pretty special.
So Norris sealing the win and thus sealing the world title for McLaren. Ferrari tried their best. There wasn't much more that Ferrari could do in this race. They gave it everything. They just didn't have the pace. Carlos Sainz just trailed Norris the whole way through, kept him in sight, but never had him under any extreme pressure. He drove a great race, though, in his last for Ferrari, kept us on the edge of our seats through the whole thing. And Charles Leclerc did even better. Coming from 19th, he made up a huge amount of places, 11 places on the opening lap, got himself up to 8th, finished on the podium as well. They really did as much as they could between them, but what they couldn't do was overhaul the man that finishes second in the championship this season, Lando Norris, on a really strong day for him. Yeah, Ferrari will have to settle for second in the Constructors' fight, but they will come out the blocks hard next season in 2025. We had a lot of farewells as well under the lights, and one of them was Lewis Hamilton, who will be leaving his Mercedes team. Staying in Formula One, of course, he joins Ferrari next year. And actually, having started this race down in 16th, I don't think any of us expected him to finish just off the podium. He's been on a really tough run of form, Lewis Hamilton, this season. He's not enjoyed the Mercedes car, but he did enjoy his final Sunday with the team, and he was on a different strategy to the rest of the field, went long, went charging at the end, and he managed to pick off a few rivals, including his teammate George Russell on the final lap. A nice battle, a nice way for Lewis Hamilton to see out his Mercedes era in Formula One, and now he'll look forward to a refresh over the winter before joining Ferrari. And what of Max Verstappen as well? Of course, he clinched the championship already coming into this race. 4 times a world champion now, but he was involved in that Turn 1, Lap 1 incident. He finished down in 6th place, and, well, we're still having a few words about the stewards in that race too. Yeah, he didn't enjoy the stewarding in the race, but he was the cause of the first lap, first corner incident with Oscar Piastri. He had a good start from 4th, was trying to fight with Piastri for 2nd, but he was a bit ambitious. Came from behind, tipped the Aussie into a spin, got a 10-second penalty for it, had some words about the stewards as well, called them idiots, which never goes down too well, and a bit of a sad way for Verstappen to end his 4th championship season, but he's always going to be a force, and I'm sure he'll be back very strong next year. Well, the curtain falls on the 2024 Formula One World Championship. Max Verstappen is the drivers' champion, McLaren clinched the team's championship, and, well, Formula One returns in March for Melbourne in round 1, where we all expect the field to be closer than ever.
Yeah, thanks to Harry Benjamin and the team reporting from Abu Dhabi, where the F1 season has drawn to a close. Let's get some more football now and some reaction from the